Hi, so in today's video, I want to discuss Promnesia. Promnesia? Promnesia. Not sure how else you can say it, but I'm not always sure I'm saying it right. Anyway, Promnesia. I can't wait to discuss this book. Seriously, it's... Okay, so Promnesia is... Hold on, I have notes, because there's so much to know in this book. It's insane. Like, there's a lot of information. I guess you'd technically call it info dumping, but I'm not quite sure that's the term I'd use. It's just because it's well spread out, and I don't know. As I was reading it, I compared it more to putting together a puzzle or understanding the past of the characters. So I don't know. I didn't mind all the information. I thought it just brought a richer piece to the story. So, okay, so we start off with Kat, the main character, coming out of a dream. She's been having these dreams for about a year. Her having a royal life, she as a queen with her husband, and the last dream she has is one of her being murdered by an unknown. Maisie, stop. I'm sorry, one second. My cat likes to mess with things. She really likes to play with these twist ties things, and she'll take balled up sticky notes out of the trash and start playing with them like it's a ball, and it's really adorable, but it's so annoying. Anyway, okay, where was I? I was Promnesia. Promnesia, we're talking, right. It starts with Kat. She wakes up from a dream. She's been having these dreams for about a year. Um, So the last one is one of her getting murdered by an unknown figure, and her husband comes and holds her while she dies, which is really sad, and he whispers that as long as she has this ring, they'll always be able to find each other. I don't know, something like that. And so Kat wakes up from the dream and she finds a ring on her finger. And she doesn't know why, but she feels connected to it, and it brings her comfort, so she continues to wear it. And okay, so then the day kind of goes off how it usually is. You get introduced to her group of friends, her older twin siblings, I think it's Callan. I'm not sure. And Sorcha. I believe it's Sorcha. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a book. I don't know. Um, Sorcha and Callan are her older twin siblings. Um, and they're all really close knit, and along with Sam, their friend, and Bella, their other friend, they're all like this really tight knit group of friends. And so the twins and Kat go to school, and it's just a normal day. She goes throughout her day, it's normal, it's whatever. And then she goes to go to lunch with Sam and Bella, and she sees a boy out in the parking lot. And she feels drawn to the boy, like really just like they know each other from somewhere. But she doesn't get much time to process it because Sam's nagging her to get in the car. So they go to lunch and she's kind of stuck in her thoughts, thinking about stuff, and then later on she meets the same boy from the parking lot in her classroom, and he's a new kid, he's cute, he's whatever. And so after class, they touch hands, and she has a flash of her dream life, her medieval queen life, and she doesn't know what happened, so she runs to the bathroom. And that's kind of where the story starts. That's when things really get interesting. The insta love story starts, and um, yeah, which which I'm not sure I'm into insta love stories. Like, boom, they meet and they're falling in love in like a day in seconds. It's crazy to me. I like a little build up. But I don't know, this one was really, really sweet. The way Kat's love interest, Theo, is treats her, he's so nice and respectful, and I don't know, I thought he was a really cool character, and I thought he treated her really well. And they make a good team. Like, I'd like to, in the next couple books, I'd like to see them become more of a team, kind of this badass soulmate fighting. I don't know. Um, yeah, but I really liked them together, and I really like Kat. She seems very independent and very like the way she reacts to all these new shocking revelations to her life, including powers and prophecy and everything. It's like she handles it with such a cool amount calm, which I found a little like I don't know, freak out a little. Come on, you gotta, what are you doing? But I don't know, she handled it really well, which I thought was really impressive for her. Um, yeah, and I won't give spoilers to the big twists and stuff, but I don't know. I really liked the story, all the powers and the history of the world, and it's interesting. And yeah, um, I think the powers are cool. It did remind me a little bit of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the cartoon, not the new live action. I haven't actually watched the live action, which I'm not sure. I watched like a couple episodes and I was just not that into it. I really like the cartoon version, big fan. And anyway, so it reminded me sort of that because of the four elements superpowers. And Kat has both fire and air powers, along with her sister Sorcha and her brother Callan, and am I saying that right? I think that's right. I keep wanting to call him Callum, but that's not the right name. Um, so they all have fire and wind powers, and along with that, Kat is part of a prophecy. She's a warrior that's supposed to defeat a darkness. I'm not really sure. It didn't give much detail to that, but I think that's part of why the story's so interesting and why I'll read the next book, because it's like, really, what is this dark evil that she has to fight? Like, I want to see. And yeah, so yeah, and while they have fire and wind powers, her soulmate, yeah, Theo has is a water elemental. That's what they're called, elementals. And they're from another realm, and yeah, so yeah, it was really interesting, and yeah, um, I do like that Kat has this unwavering belief in her friends and trust in her siblings. Um, it does put her on this very reckless path, though, into like she makes some choices that I just think are absolutely insane. But I understand why she does it and why she wants to give the benefit of the doubt to everyone she loves, which I do admire that trait in a character. Um, yeah. And oh, I really enjoyed her relationship with her brother. I didn't get much of a relationship between her and her sister. It seemed more of a loose relationship, but her and Callan are really tight knit, and he's such a good big brother. I really love the older main character siblings who are just like they'll do whatever they have to protect their loved ones, and he would just so go above and beyond to protect Kat and care about her, and they're so similar, and I loved him, and I loved that for her. Um, yeah. And I'm not so sure about her mom though. I mean, I don't know. The mom was sort of more of a side character to me. Not many detail other than her past. And she seems like I don't know. She didn't tell her kids very important things about their including their powers. So I just was sort of like, woman, what are you doing? Like, you have to at least give them some warning. I mean, but I don't know. Anyway, what else? What else did I want to talk about? I have my notes here on my phone. Um, I guess that's it. um, that's all I wanted to talk about. Or that's all that was in my notes. Um, anyway, Promnesia. I could not put this book down. Seriously, I loved it. I read it in like a day and a half, and I loved it. Total 5-star read for me. And if you love urban fantasy with twists and well-developed worlds and history, and like, this is definitely the book for you. The author just released the second book on Amazon, so I cannot wait to get it. I cannot wait to read it. And yeah, so check it out. Promnesia by Elain Payton. Seriously, it'll be worth the read.